And for a long time that made me feel like I was weak, that I wasn't a strong enough Christian, that
when you try your best but you don't succeed, when you get what you want but not what you need,
Yeah.
when you feel so tired but you can't sleep.
Most of it is just, not having, I have friends, but not the real friends or Christian friends that I long for.
Yeah.
Which is hard.
Down your face. When you lose something you can't replace. When you love someone but it goes to waste.
It's okay. It's alright.
Just I can't be everything to everybody. And
because you can't see him again and you can't love him, and you just can't hold him again. You can't love him, and that was the worst part. It's just
I tried for 6 years. I had 6 miscarriages. I tried for 6 years to have a baby, and now I have these 2 kids, and I'm being mean to them, and I was like, so I started feeling guilty, like, you've given me these precious children that I've prayed and wanted and, loved with all my heart, and I am not even.
But if you never try, you'll never know.
Struggling with depression or postpartum depression, maybe in particular. After the birth of my daughter Lucy, for several months after her birth, I couldn't figure out why I was so sad. I finally had the baby that I'd wanted for so long, and my husband and I had, the first time we were pregnant with twins, and we had miscarried them, and so my heart was breaking for a baby, and I had that baby, a sweet, healthy baby girl, and yet my heart was just sad. I had a lot of a feeling that I've never really felt before, which was hopelessness.
I think that's just a couple of freaks about that. And it just feels like that they kind of turned their back on me. That they didn't really want to know that situation.
They were scared of your pregnancy.
yeah.
Do you feel like now you have people that you can turn to? You haven't quite found that yet. You don't like
Just having, feeling when I have a preschooler who's now 7, but preschooler, and I couldn't even take him to McDonald's without some other child getting hurt and other parents looking at you like, get your child together, what's going on. And it's been very freeing to know that there's a reason for the behavior, but it doesn't make it any easier to physically, deal with, how do you teach self-control to a child who, chemically doesn't have that impulse control without medication, and the medication does help a lot, but then there's times when, he doesn't have the medication yet, or it's worn off, and, how do you discipline with that? It doesn't look the same as it does with, other kids.
What does he have?
He was born, best day, one of the best days of my life, on February 28th, 2008. So he actually would have been 2 years old. And it was just, those best days. I fell in love with him instantly, and just, he's so cute. And the next day, the 29th, started out as a really great day and became one of the worst days of our life when we were told that he was born with a heart defect that we didn't know about, or his heart just did not develop correctly. So he had to undergo heart surgeries, and just watching him go through that was just so hard to watch, to had him come out of surgery with his chest open and be able to see his heart beating the size of a strawberry. And it was just, just watching him and knowing he was going through that pain and, not being able to help him and having to let go almost immediately, and having to put your faith in the hands of other people because you could not physically help them.
I feel like that I am kind of pulled in a whole bunch of different directions of trying to play with my kids versus there's dishes in the sink versus I need to work, actually. And so where's that balance, and when is it okay to not play with my kids? And I don't want to just put on a movie for them, but I also want them to play, and so that I can work, because that's something that I have to do at this point in our life. And so the balance.
Friendship that, you need to be real with, and you need to let somebody see that other side.
Because
My birthday, March 25th, was, after his first surgery, was the first day I got to hold him. And so that was just that's the best birthday present, and the little miracle.
And are you out of that?
Oh no, I'm not.
Yeah.
I think that for various reasons, I think that there's a genetic component that for me, and I have to be aware of that. But I think a majority of people would be like, you are kidding me, you struggle with depression. But that's the truth.
Yeah,
That's
the happy of
And I'm not afraid to say that. I used to be really afraid for a lot of reasons. And the truth is that this is the journey God's given me, and He's brought hope out of it.
Yeah.
And I'll deal with it forever. I have to be trusting in Him. But He's been faithful all the time.
Your bones, and I will try to fix you.